Okay, we'll take questions from the players, please. Just raise your hand. Right here.
Zuby, what makes this team so good in the second half?
I would say it's our will to win. The whole time we're preaching, in the second half, do whatever it takes to win and just continue to play basketball, get back to our, what we do best, which is, being aggressive and playing with grit. And, offensive rebounds came, and our shots didn't fall, but what ultimately, won us this game is on the defensive end.
Go ahead.
For Zuby, you had 4 points at halftime, finished with 16. What do you think got you going personally out of half?
Well, I'm a sore loser. I want to never lose any games, but I feel like it's been a constant thing all year where I kind of start off slow in the first half, so I gotta kind of figure that out. But I think my motor keeps me going. Just having a really high motor, and like I said, my will and desire to win and not let my teammates down, and everybody play collective basketball, especially in the second half.
Roger.
Question for both of you guys, because you might have different opinions on it, but do you think that playing a team the second time, particularly one that you've already beaten, is going to be harder in this back half of the season?
I'd say yeah, especially this game, because they felt like we out-toughed them on the glass and stuff like that, so they came in with a motive to play harder than us and be more aggressive than us, and then we responded in the second half to match their physicality.
What do you think, Zuby? Do you think that this is what it's going to be like, all these games against the teams you've already played?
I mean, absolutely. Nobody wants to win twice, especially in this league. Everybody's going to give you their best shot. It's really an open league, and Coach Pitino especially was emphasizing how tough of a game this is going to be. With that team, especially it's anybody's game, but this game was going to come down to who wants it more, and ultimately we got the victory, so we got to keep moving.
Zach?
For both you guys, this felt like Kadary best game. Felt like, made all the big plays, especially late, forced overtimes, made big plays in overtime. Kadary, did you feel like this was your best game as a St. John's player?
I try to approach every game the same, but tonight I feel like I was more aggressive, and I took what the defense gave me, and my teammates kept giving me confidence throughout the year. So I feel this was one of my best games in a St. John's uniform.
I guess for Zuby, what did you think of Kadary tonight, and was this the best you've seen him?
I mean, absolutely. Like he said, he came out aggressive. He made every single right play, especially in overtime period, and throughout the whole second half, everybody was picking each other up, which is what we've been emphasizing basically all year, just playing basketball, playing with each other. And like I said, he came out aggressive, and he did a little bit of everything. As you can see, 19.7 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Pretty good.
3 steals.
3 steals.
Kadary, the last 2 full games that you guys have played without Davon, you guys have had slow starts in the first half. Why do you think that is?
I have no reason. I can't tell you why, but I think we just gotta prepare better in terms of our preparation and on game day, our minds and stuff like that, so we can stop with the flat starts. So I'd say that's really it.
Second row here.
Zuby, this is the 3rd game this year for St. John's where they've come back from a deficit of 15 points or more. Do you think now, when you guys get in these kind of situations, it's just that mentality that you guys have? And just what kind of mentality do you feel like you have going into halftime when you guys fall behind?
Basketball is a game of runs. You're never really going to play a perfect game, but our shots didn't fall tonight, especially from 3, but defense is something that you can bring every night. And, the coaching staff especially just preaches every game, do whatever it takes to win. And that's exactly what we did tonight. And we just got to keep running better and sprinting away, especially in the offensive end, to essentially get us better shots.
Guys, I'm going to let the players get out of here now, and we'll take questions for Coach Pitino.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach? Anyone? Zach, go ahead.
Thank you. Rick, what did you think of Kadary's night? You know, especially the second half when you guys really got going in overtime. And the most points he scored this year for you guys, but also the rebound, the assist, the steals. What did you just think of how he played?
I liked his stamina. I think he's now in great shape. It's taken a while. I thought the defense we played down 16 and in overtime was magnificent. But tonight, this team, we got outplayed tonight. They were the better team for most of the game. They really needed the game. They're coming off 3 wins, a Marquette victory, and they came, and we, for the first time this year, did not execute our defensive scouting. We forced too many. One of the things we wanted to do is not dribble into traffic. They turned Marquette over 13 times when Marquette was only averaging 7 or 8 by dribbling into traffic, and RJ got caught up doing that quite a few times. And so we didn't really adhere to scouting, but we said at halftime, look, give them credit. They're playing great. They're executing, they're taking advantage of certain things. I said just possession by possession, let's come back and win this game. And our press bailed us out. When it was very close, we went up 1 or 2 points, our press bailed us out. That one spurt with our press gave us a big lift. Kadary was great the entire night, without a turnover, playing that many minutes. He's getting better and better from a conditioning standpoint. But we got to give Xavier a lot of credit because they outplayed us for most of the game.
Go ahead.
Coach, that press did turn things around. And you've said it before, you're only as good as your players. How satisfied are you in a game like this where there are a lot of missed shots with Kadary pulling down that rebound after they missed that layup at the end, which really sealed the game for you guys? How satisfied are you with the win?
Well, we needed the win as much as Xavier.
I know.
We had to have this win. It's the most important thing for us is to keep improving and keep winning. We cannot take losses. It's a non-negotiable thing for us. And that's the attitude we have. And that's why we come back. I think these guys have a great fear of losing. Great fear. And that's a good thing.
Roger.
Thank you.
Rick.
Roger, standing.
Triple threat position. Rick, do you think that this is kind of the way it's going to be now? Like, you're facing teams for a second time. They've seen the intensity your guys play with. They've seen the kind of defense that your guys play with, and that they're going to sort of rise up to match it.
I don't think our team realized how hard they were going to play and how they were going to execute in the first half. We told them over and over and over. And they got burned because we didn't do our job from a scouting standpoint with switches, with double switches, with fronting the post. And they exploited us. But in the second half, a lot of teams, when they get down 16, get down 14, really hang their heads. It's just the opposite with these guys. And that goes back to they have a fear of losing. And they just dig in and played magnificent when the game was on the line. And we had to dig in. We made every great defensive play, which we didn't do in the first 28 minutes.
Do you think that the teams that you've already beaten are going to show up better the second time you play them?
Well, anytime you beat a team, it's a psychological edge from the team that you beat. And we knew this, Xavier was going to play this game with great offense and defense. We knew that. But, look, we just have a mindset that we're going into the game and winning. We don't think about anything except winning. We don't get distracted with anything. And I tell them, look, you may make 9 or 10 threes in a given game, but that's not what this team is all about. This team is about defense and having a fear of losing.
Second row and then Zach.
Congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
Over 14,000 tonight on a Wednesday. Just how much of an impact did they play for you, the fans, in the second half and especially in overtime?
Yeah, this is this was a crowd that marketing deserves a lot of credit. The Garden deserves a lot of credit because they did a great job. It's 5 degrees out there, and but we got it rolling right now, and winning does that. Look, this is New York. It's all about winning in New York. If you win, they're going to show up, and we know that. And we're winning right now. We're bringing St. John's back to where it needs to be. It's a shame Lou's not alive. He'd be very proud of his team, the way they fight. But we really, really want to get St. John's back where it belongs, and we just keep winning and winning, and that'll take care of itself.
Last question, Zach, back here.
Rick, I have a two-parter. You said they have a fear of losing. Do you think they're because of you?
No, I don't think it's because of me at all. I think they have their goals and they want to reach their goals. I think they knew tonight I was disappointed at halftime with the way they were defending it from a scouting standpoint, not from a hustle standpoint. We're just doing the wrong things. And sometimes with young people, when they screw up on offense, they lose their thought process on defense, and that was the case with RJ a little bit. So, no, they have a fear of losing because they want to win badly. And that's the culture of the second year. You know, when you talk about the second year, it's everything we talk about from the summer is just about winning. You know, ego is, you know, there's a book I'm sure you all read about ego being the enemy. Whether it's coaching, whether it's playing, ego stops people. They get delusional. With big egos, they get delusional. They think they're better than they are. They don't bring it every day. We're a humble group. We all know what it's going to take to win, and we don't have that ego. And ego truly is edging greatness out. In a spiritual sense, it's edging God out. But ego is what kills every team. It kills every coach. It kills every athlete. If you stay humble, you're going to learn, get better. And I just give, you know, I don't work any harder than any other coach. My staff works their butts off, but every staff does. We just recruited people that want to win. So we've done a good job in recruiting because we got people who want to win. And our coaching staff is very humble. Our players are very humble. They want to get better. And I think one of the big keys is humility. I think that's it. I talk about it over and over and over and over. If you have humility, you're going to get better. If you have an ego, you're going to get delusional.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Miller. Well, I got Coach
Kenny,
Miller.
you in a big rush?
Yeah, I got Coach Miller out here waiting, so that's all.
Oh, okay. Sean didn't go yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you, Coach.
Put the hammer down.
I got to ask you.
Killer, love it.
Rick, what do you think is